Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube are big pieces of the social media pie, and they're also a big part of how companies now do business. In order to help businesses use it effectively, the Eau Claire Area Chamber of Commerce is holding the third annual Social Media Conference. It's Thursday, September 8th, between 8 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. at the Florian Gardens in Eau Claire. And joining us now with more is Laurie Betcher of Laurie Betcher Speaks. She's one of the presenters at the conference. Thanks for being with us again, Laurie.
Thank you.
So this is, again, the third annual Social Media Conference. And why is it important to have conferences like this?
I think the main reason that it's important is social media keeps evolving and changing. It's changing all the time. And for us as a community to stay up to date on those changes, plus it's a great place to find out answers to questions. Where else are you going to find those answers? And just network.
Right, and that's a big part of this. When you talk about networking, asking questions of other people in business and what they're doing and what worked and what didn't for them. And that's what you're finding at these conferences?
So true. We get some of our best ideas from brainstorming with others, finding out what's working, what's not working, and how to keep our followers happy.
Sure. Now, Facebook's been around for a while, and Twitter for a little while here, and I guess let's talk a little bit about the evolution of social media in business. It seems now the question isn't whether you should or shouldn't use Facebook or Twitter, but how to use it.
Absolutely. It isn't. It isn't about whether we use it. It's how well we do it. And that's a big part of this conference. We realize that there are so many people that have been doing social media for a while. Now they're ready to take those efforts to the next level. How do we engage and really keep people involved and give them what they want on social media? And as the people who are following social media, what are we looking for and how do we interact with those organizations?
Mm-hmm. Are you finding that feedback? I mean, from the other conferences that have been presented, you kind of know what people want and
yes,
to hear about?
At the end of the conference, we do a survey of, what did you want to hear, what did you not, and plus we hear it all the time. There are new social media platforms that come out, and people want to know more about those. Are they going to stay around? Are they not going to stay around? What's really happening?
Mm-hmm. And in terms of business websites, I know sometimes businesses obviously they have their own website and then they branch out on Facebook and Twitter. But can they just stick with Facebook? It is free, that type of thing, or should they always have a website as well?
I think that is one of the biggest mistakes that businesses make in social media, is that they think, oh, I have a Facebook page, so now I no longer need a website. And that is so untrue because of the fact that social media is where we engage, where we interact, where we really talk to our followers, where we provide that excellent customer service. But when you want the meat of the information, you really want to know about products and services and contact information, that website has to exist. So not only do those websites need to be present, they need to be better than they've ever been.
Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of thought when Twitter first came out that this is a fad, that it might not be around for very long. Doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, there are quite a few people on Twitter. I guess how do you see businesses use Twitter effectively?
I think Twitter can be used extremely effectively, and mainly for listening. People miss that part of it. I follow Public Relations Society of America, social media clubs, all of those, to stay current on what's going on in my industry and to find out what is coming up next, to really remain on the pulse. And I think that that's an excellent way to use Twitter. How are your customers talking about you? How are your competitors talking about you? Listen.
How do you know who to follow? I guess that's the other thing, too. I mean, there are so many people out there with Twitter accounts now. Do businesses, should they be following a lot of different people in other businesses?
My recommendation is that you only follow as many businesses as you can keep up with. Mm-hmm. And you also only want to follow the ones whose information that you deem valuable. I may see someone that I want to follow on there. I follow them for a few days, and the information that they're posting is just rubbish, and I have no desire to follow that. I unfollow them. So we have to realize that as businesses and organizations as well. Oh, this is why I unfollow someone, so I have to pay attention to that with the information I post as well.
Okay, and there are some new sites, I guess, coming on the scene, some new platforms for social media like Google+, and I guess what do you think of that site and that effectiveness?
I think that just like with any industry, it grows and it evolves. Right now, our big three are Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Those may stay. They may grow. They may change. They may evolve. They may disappear completely. Google Plus may replace them. They may not. So we just kind of have to follow it and see really what happens. Right now, Google Plus is just a different way of communicating with our people. It's still kind of in the beta stages of testing. So we're seeing how it's panning out.
Do people like you who really follow this, I mean, you want to test it out, though?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I got on the train very quickly because I want to see if this is something that works and something that I would recommend to the people that I work with to present at the conference. Is this something that we need to get on right away?
Okay. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the conference that's coming up next week. We'll be back after this. Stay with us.